Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night if thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children; I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh: Behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah Ba'ashem, Yahawashai Ba'ashem, Waharakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, many blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect, the house of David, the THAWADAH, for whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. All right, so I'm bringing out Jeremiah 49:7 on down. This is going to be not an in-depth lesson, but it's going, go into, prophecy as always. All right, or for the most part, dealing with Esau's ignorance towards the reality that he's in. Okay, because Esau seems to think that he's in a better case than he really is. I think he realizes that there's trouble, but I think because he's so proud, and according to prophecy, mainly, he's so proud that he believes that his military or his might can get him out of any situation. And that's just not the case. See, the Lord was the one that put you into this position to be in power, and he's going to be the one to take you out. Okay? And scripture says so that much. All right, matter of fact, let's get that. We'll go to Daniel first to prove that the Lord rules in the kingdom of men. This is Daniel 4:17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and by the demand of the holy ones, which is the prophets. It says, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will. So he gave it to Esau at this time, according to the prophecy of Genesis 25. Matter of fact, Genesis 20, man, let's get it. Genesis 27 and 40, I think. This is Genesis 27:38, and this is the prophecy that the Lord spoke of, all right, in Genesis, okay, that's coming, that has come to fruition in these times, all right, because who are the Edomites? They are the so-called white men, okay, all right. Genesis 27:38, it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And just like the little bitch, I always say that, but just like the little bitch that he is, excuse my language, but that's what he is. All right. When he doesn't get his way, he throws a temper tantrum. And that goes for everybody else in the society, because guess what? They follow behind their daddy, the so-called white man. All right. Verse 39, it says, and Esau, it's like this is Genesis 27:39. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. So Esau was promised the entire earth and the dew of above. Okay. So there's a time when Esau was going to rule the world. All right. Now, according to history, we know that the Greeks were the so-called white man's first excursion into rulership. Okay. Now, did the Greeks rule the entire earth, the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven? No. According to prophecy, no. Prophecy and history proves that the Greeks did not rule the entire earth. Okay. How about the Romans? The next iteration of the so-called white man's rulership. Did the Romans rule the entire earth, the fatness of the earth, according to this prophecy promised to Esau? No. And there, by the way, to link the two, you can go into when you go into the Maccabees, okay, Maccabees First Maccabees 1, okay, and 1, all right, gives you Philip the Macedonian, all right, goes back to the Edomites, all right. Alexander the Great goes back to the Edomites, so you know that we know that those are Edomites. The Romans, there's books on these Romans, okay. There's a book called Edom, Rome. See, all this links together. So the so-called white man can't escape from what he is. Okay? Prophecy and history is telling on him. It's been snitching on him. And the spirit has been on his ass ever since he murdered Abel. Okay? That spirit. All right? Anyway. So this continue. Let's read that again. Genesis 27:39. It says, and Isaac's father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. Now, we know that the Romans did not rule the entire earth. Okay, the Romans did not rule the entire earth, the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. First and foremost, there were no flying instruments that Esau had at that time. So how was he going to rule the dew of heaven? Huh? There was no NASA during the Roman Empire. No. Well, guess what? This is the second leg, all right, which is America. America is the second leg of the Roman Empire. And guess what they do have? They have airplanes, they have spaceships, all types of things. And they have something called the International Space Station, which is right on the outer skirts of the earth, which sets off the prophecy of the dew of heaven being ruled by Esau, Edom. See, the Lord knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Okay, so you devils are caught. Yeah, you are who you are, man. All right, you can cry and whine and complain, but this right here is prophecy. You cannot defeat prophecy. All right, so I did all that to say this. There's an article from RT News that that's going into I'm not going to say with the stupidity of Esau, but he doesn't understand that he's being used as a pawn. Okay? And that's all he's ever been. And that's all he ever will be. Okay? Just like Pharaoh in Egypt. Pharaoh in Egypt was a pawn. He got used for the use that he needed, for the Lord needed him to be used for. And then once the Lord was done with him, he got rid of him. And that's what he's going to do with Esau. Okay? So let's go back to Daniel 4:17. Daniel 4:17 and read that again. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, that the demand by the word of the holy ones, which is the prophets. It says, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. This is the base of men. The so-called white man is the lowest, all right, the lowest form of humanity, if you could call them that, okay, on the planet Earth. Okay, there's three classifications of men on the earth. You have the sons of God, which is the first third of men, all right, the Lord's favorite, the sons of God. Then you have the sons of men, who are the heathen, all right, the Moabites, the Ammonites, all right, the Jebusites, all those guys, the Hamites, okay, all the ites, right? And then you have the sons of the wicked, which is the so-called white man. That's where his classification is, all right? That's why when you go to Malachi 4:1, or I think it's 1 and 3, it's like Malachi 1 and 3, okay, the wicked, he called them the border of wickedness, okay? All right, Job 9:24 goes into the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. This is the time that the wicked be ruling the earth. Look at what's going on in the earth. Is there anybody to argue against how corrupt this society is? No. So, without getting into a whole thing, I just wanted to set up the basis of the Lord, all right, setting this devil up and, letting him rule over the earth until a time when the Lord is going to send his son back. All right. So let's go ahead and go back to Jeremiah 49. 49:7, it says, concerning Edom, it says, thus saith the Lord YAHAWAH of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? That's right. So Teman is those Germans, okay? They're the one, they're supposed to be the sophisticated, and I've dealt with Germans before. For the most part, they are pretty intelligent people, but as far as Edomites are concerned, but, they have a little bit more wisdom than the regular Edomite, okay? That's why you have the best imports are from Germany. Cars, machinery, okay, in this society anyway. All right, the best car you can get is a German car. It never really breaks down. Okay, parts are super hard to get, but whatever. All right, that's besides the point. All right. So the Germans possess a little bit more wisdom, but the Lord has stripped even them of their little bit of wisdom that they have as Edomites. All right. It says, is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? It is. It says, flee ye, turn back, and dwell deep, O ye inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring calamity on Esau upon him. That is like the time that I will visit him. It's like it says, if grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. And that's what we're coming into. And what proves that? That goes into Obadiah 1:18. We'll go straight to it. It's Obadiah 1:18. Slaki, let's go to 9. Obadiah 1:9, it says, O thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. See, the Lord is strategically setting these devils up. And it's beautiful because these devils don't even see it coming. See, they're so in their pride, which it goes right here. This is Obadiah 1:2. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And everybody knows that America has a bad name on the world scene. Everybody despises this whore. Okay? Verse 3 says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, your military. You think your military is going to save you out of every excursion into war that you get yourself into, which is through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. All right, it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's right. That's Esau's mindset. Many scriptures go into his mindset of him thinking, who's going to bring me down? I'm the great so-called white man. I have the most powerful military on the earth. Oh, and by the way, the Lord gave him this power to do what he's doing, according to the prophecy in Genesis 27 and 49 or 39. Okay. He was given the fatness of the earth. Okay. So everything he has right now is the Lord's giving it to him. But also everything that he has will be taken out of his hand at the opportune time that the Lord has set for him. See, Esau has a timing. He has a clock ticking, and he knows it. Okay. So many scriptures popping into my head right now. Let's go to Isaiah 47 and 47 and 7. Isaiah 47 and 7, it says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. You ain't considered, the Edomites did not consider what they were doing to the Israelites was going to directly affect their seed, all right, down the line at an opportune time for the Lord. They took the opportunity to take us down, and they didn't even consider the latter end of it. They didn't consider, hey, these are the Israelites. Maybe we need to, like strategically look at this a little bit differently. They looked at that power. They looked at the ability to get the power, and they took it. And they didn't even think twice about it. And now we're at the latter end, and they're bitching and complaining, just like their forefather Esau, Edom. Okay. Verse 8, it says, therefore hear now this, thou art given into pleasures that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Oh, Esau, your proud ass don't even realize you being set up. And I bring these out all the time, man, you know, because I like to get the person who is listening to this video, all right, the edification of understanding where we are right now in prophecy. Also, all right, who's the major player, okay, according to the, whatever article or, whatever lesson that we're doing, okay? And most times when you're dealing with prophecy, we're going to talk about Edom a lot. So anybody that's forsaking to talk about Esau is someone you need to flee from really quickly, because that person has either a vested interest in this society and does not want to see it gone, all right, i.e. their children or their wife or, whatever nice little job they have or little perks they have, or the fact that they are somewhat somebody on this side. See, in the kingdom, if they're 2/3, they're going to be on the lower end of things. Now, does that mean that they're not going to partake in the blessing? No, they're going to partake in the blessing. They're just not going to be on a high level like the 144,000. That's what we're all, striving to be, okay? And so it makes a lot of sense when a guy knows or feels that he's not of that number, and he knows that he's teaching a false doctrine, so he's going to try to fight to keep this society, all right, as long as he can, because he's someone in his mind in this society, although he's fighting against his own blessing. But anyway, that's beside the point. All right, so let's get into this article from the RT News, and it just goes right into prophecy of World War III, okay? And the provocation that this is what the Lord said when he was going, there's no more wisdom in Teman, okay? Or in Esau. The amount of Esau is starting to dwindle because they are thinking of themselves as more highly than they truly should be. Okay, because if Esau really truly knew who he was, he would fucking put chains around his own neck, man, and offer himself up. But he's not gonna do that. He's gonna go out with a bang. So it is what it is. All right, a nuclear fire bang. All right, this is it says from the RT News. It says U.S. and Israel hold joint Navy exercise. It says American Israeli forces have begun a 4-day maritime drill in the Red Sea amid tensions with Iran, and we already know what that's leading to. Okay, but see, Esau thinks that, I'm just going, I'm only dealing with Iran. Russia ain't got nothing to do with this. Well, not true. Not true, man. See, Iran is joined on to Russia, and America knows that if Israel doesn't care. Israel just doesn't care. They just want this thing to pop off, Anyway, it says the U.S. and Israeli navies. Said it wrong. It says the U.S. and Israeli navies have launched a 4-day joint exercise in the Red Sea amid tensions, concern over rising. Let me say it again. Exercise in the Red Sea amid rising concern, over the alleged threat posed by the Iran's maritime forces. It says the joint war games began on Monday and will run through Thursday, according to a statement by the U.S. Fifth Fleet, which is based in Bahrain. It says the exercise will focus on mission planning, maritime interdiction, and other drills at sea, the Fifth Fleet said. The State of Israel Defense Forces, IDF, confirmed the joint maneuvers, saying it's an INS Keshet missile ship and INS Elate corvette will participate in a variety of missions alongside U.S. warships and a refueling tanker. It says U.S. Navy vessels involved in the exercise include the USS Nitze, guided missile destroyer, and the USS Lewis B. Puller mobile base vessel, and USNS Matthew Perry cargo ship. And you can see these are the ships they was describing. And this is the march towards war. But Esau doesn't even know that he's funding his own destruction. Okay? It says the U.S. and Israeli navies have held several joint drills this year. And it's like Israel took part in an exercise in the Red Sea last November that was led by the 5th Fleet and also included the UAE and Bahrain. It says the IDF said the November drill was a response to Iranian attacks on Israeli ships, right, as they always are. It says the latest exercise comes after Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz warned that Iranian naval activity in the region was at the highest level in years. The presence of Iran's military forces in the Red Sea in recent months is the most significant in a decade, he said last month. It is a direct threat to trade, energy, and global economy. In June, 2 U.S. Navy vessels faced off with 3 Iranian fast attack craft in the Strait of Hormuz. It says the 5th Fleet accused the Iranian speedboats of interacting with U.S. ships in an unsafe and unprofessional manner, says the people that are in these people's territory. Okay? So I brought out Jeremiah 49 and 7 and on down because this devil has no clue what's happening or what's happening to him, what he's getting ready to get himself into, you know? And it's beautiful. And that's why it says in Isaiah 47 and 9, what it says, that he thinks that he shall never lose any sons because his military is so powerful. Who's going to want to deal with him? Well, Russia said, yes, I want to deal with you. And you're about to deal with someone who's a part of the BRIC nations. So we know that the BRIC nations are going to go head on with NATO. And eventually NATO is going to say, you know what, man? We could have avoided all of this if we just get rid of America. Woo! Let's go to Jeremiah again, 49. Read down off of that. This is Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49:12, it says, for thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. That's right, that's us, the 12 tribes. We weren't supposed to go into slavery, but then again, according to prophecy, all right, we did, okay? We did for our disobedience, all right? But guess what? We're his people, and look how he did us. What is he going to do to those who are his enemies? It says, have surely drunken. It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? You think you're going to go unpunished, so-called white man? No. It says, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahawah, that Basra shall be, and Basra is the capital of Edom, okay? All right? So Basra is the capital of Edom, and we know that the American Edomites are the sole superpower on the earth. So that would make them, by definition, Basra. Okay? It says, shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste, according to what? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay? Because there's a war getting ready that's being prepared right now. There's a war being prepared right now, and they don't even realize what's about to go down. All right? It says, I have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahawah, and the ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. Woo! And Iran's a part of that, part of those nations. That ambassador, the angel has went out. All right, and mainly the prophets. Prophets are angels as well. The prophets have gone out and they've told these other nations to gather yourselves together to come up against Babylon the Great, led by Russia. Okay, it says, verse 15. It says, "For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men." Whoa, that's precept goes with Obadiah. I just brought it out. All right. Verse 16, it says, "Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill," okay, which represents the government. It says, at the very top of the hill, which is called the summit. It says, though thou shouldest make though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle. Who's the eagle represent? What is the symbol of America? The animal symbol of America? The eagle. Huh? What about Germany? The Nazi Germany. The eagle. Come on, man. Lord lets you know what time it is. Okay. When you go into prophecy in Daniel, all right, what does the bear represent? Russia. The Russian bear. It says, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord YAHAWAH. That answers the question in Isaiah. It's like it, Isaiah 47:7. It says, "Also Edom shall be a desolation; everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof." And the main plague is going to be intercontinental ballistic missiles shot on Babylon the Great. For what? For the wickedness that you have perpetuated through the entire earth. It says, "As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord YAHAWAH, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it." Son of man, talking about the other third, because remember there's three parts. Okay, you have the sons of God, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. Okay, so the sons of men are going to avoid your ass, which is the heathen. They're going to stay the hell away from you. Okay, they're going to they're not going to want to deal with you. It says, "No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it." It says, "Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me in the time? And who is the shepherd that will stand before me? Nobody." It says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord YAHAWAH, that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes he have proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out," which is those 1948ers, the small hatters. Okay, the ones that got the Balfour Declaration, all right, written for them to inhabit the land of Israel to this day, so that they be destroyed. It was all a setup, devil, and you didn't catch it. And you still not catching it. The prophets are telling you what time it is. You ain't listening. All right? Let's read 20 again. Jeremiah 49:20. "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord YAHAWAH, that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them." That's right. So these joint tensions, these joint exercises you're doing with the 1948ers ain't going to help you. You're going to be destroyed. And it was all prophesied from the jump that you was going to get what you were about to get. This is for 2 Thessalonians 2 and 2 and 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin revealed, the son of perdition. So we're in that time. He's being revealed. Lessons like this and other lessons all around the world from brothers who are sincerely in this truth that are exposing this devil is revealing him through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahashim YAHAWASHI. All right, verse 4 it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, all right, which is the Israelites, all right, YAHAWASHI. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, all right, with that wicked image of Cesar Borgia, all right. It says, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you of these things, and the Lord gave us many different hints. He was using the Romans, but we didn't know that those Romans were going to be later the Americans today. Those same Romans back then, when Yahawashi walked the earth, are the same Romans here today. You are the second leg of the Roman Empire, prophesied to come into power, according to Genesis 27 and 39, to come into power and rule the entire earth and the dew of heaven. You are the one that the Lord said at the end, all right, the Lord was going to destroy, all right, and the kingdom of heaven will come into power. You are those ones, devils. You are Babylon. All right. Anyway, it says, verse 6. And now ye know and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. Woo! Call halal Yahawah Shemal Shai, man. All right. Verse 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now will let, all right, until he be taken out of the way. That's right. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahawah Shemal Shai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which is the chariots led by Yahawashi HaMashiach. All right, so I wanted to bring that lesson out. I pray that this lesson was edifying for those of you that have the eyes salve and the ears to hear. I want to give all praises, glory and honor to Yahawah Bahashim Shai, Bahashem, Wahabrakar Kadash, Shalom to the elect, and may death and destruction come upon this place even more faster. Shalom.